Oh, I'm parked. This feels worse than my 20-minute FTP test. Oh my god. Okay, let's have a look at this power data of today's training. I just got back and I'm really curious about the results. So this is my Strava file. Now I'm not a premium member, so you can't really see a lot about these statistics. There are some extra statistics which is from Statistics. If you guys don't know Statistics, it's an add-on that you can add to Google Chrome, and then you can see a little bit more detail about your riding. So right here I have average power 260 watts. It doesn't say anything about this ride because I really want to know my test values that I was interested in. So you can click on analysis, and then here I can see all the data, but it's not really detailed. And if you have a premium account, you can see the power curve, but I can't see it because I'm not a premium member. And why not? Because I train with today's plan, which is supplied to me by Robic, which is a training center in the Netherlands. They make my training plan. So if I click on calendar, then I can see my training sessions that I've done in the past. So right here you can see Lanza Road and some other training. There's a lot of red because there's a lot of times where I cannot do exactly the stuff that's in the plan, or well, whatever. This is today's ride anaerobic field test. So I'm opening the ride, and then here's a little bit extra information about the training. And usually if I can show you, if I open a different session, for example this one, um, there's a detailed description about the training. So here I can see exactly what I'm doing, and I can after the training I can see exactly what intervals I've done with average power and everything. And then there is this tab which is the power curve. Now, and the power curve is what I'm interested in this training, because I want to know 15-second sprint power, my 1-minute power, and my 5-minute power. Everything to date, so everything I've done until now, is the light blue line. Everything I've done in this ride is the dark blue line. And I think that my sprint power and everything up to 1 minute clearly shows that I've done a very good training or a very good testing ride today. Check this out. So I did about 15-second sprint. Now, like I said in the video during the training, I had to shift gears and I did a wrong shift. So I'll show you a detailed view about my sprint later, because I cannot see it in this window, because this has no information between 10 and 20 seconds. So let's have a look at my 1-minute power right here. Previous 1-minute power was 675, and I told you guys I was aiming on 700 watts. This ride I did 713 watts. Now you can see there's a wattage per kilo, and the previous wattage per kilo says 9.2, which is wrong because it's calculating with 70 kilograms weight. It's in the system and I'm not sure how to take it out. But today I did 713 watts for 1 minute, which is 8.4 watts a kilo. Then the 5-minute power, you can see between 1 minute and 5 minutes, here's a big gap, but that's because I have not done any 2-minute or 3-minute efforts. I was focusing on the 5-minute effort, and you can see this blue line is actually almost straight from 2 minutes up to 5 minutes because that was the interval I was doing. So 5-minute power, previous best 478, today 459. It felt very hard and it was a little bit less than my best. Doesn't matter. It's a winter today. It's still winter, so I can improve a lot coming up to the season. So 1 minute and 5 minutes very clearly seen from this view. And now we are interested in the 15-second sprint. Now I can show you in a different window. I'll go to activity detail. It takes a little while. Right here you can see all the details on my test of today. Here are the intervals that I created myself. When I import a training from today's plan onto my Garmin, it will have preset intervals, and I only have to tap the lab button to go to the next interval. Right now I made intervals myself, so you can see interval 3, I did 1 minute and 4 seconds, and this one says average was 706. And then the 5-minute interval, this one says 459, which is exactly the same as we just saw in the graph. Now we want to see the sprint power. If I go through the training, this was warming up, and here I did one, oops, I did one, two activation sprints, and then right here was my 15-second sprint. 15 seconds, well, you can see that right here is probably where I shifted wrong. So unfortunately, this is a very bad sprint. If I take only this part, then right now I can see my selected 5 seconds, average power 1568 watts. But we were looking at 15 seconds, so if I just zoom in and try to get 15 seconds, it's probably about, I should start a little later. I start here where it starts to go up very sharp, and then on the left top I can see 15 seconds. Then this should be my 15-second sprint power, and it says 1417. Now this is the moment where I shifted wrong. So if I would take this line and go about, take it through here, the power should be a little bit higher, but that's okay. I've got something to improve. Press reset, and then here I can zoom in on my 1 minute effort if I want. 1 minute right here, and right here I can zoom in on my 5-minute effort. Started right here, and then, well, I kept about the same. Here I dropped in a little bit, and then the last little bit I tried to push everything out. So maybe if I started a little bit lower, I could have reached, well, I probably reached about the same numbers. Maximum heart rate was around 185. So that's how I interpret my training data. And of course, everything goes together with Jim, my trainer. He will have a look at this and tell me what he thinks about it. So very interesting, very detailed look at the testing of today. Results, 15-second sprint power. Not really my maximum, but it's around 1450. 1 minute effort, 716 watts, and then 5-minute effort was 459. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you learned something about testing in your anaerobic zones, testing your anaerobic capacity. If you have more questions about training, you can put your question in the comment or go to my Q&A videos, because there's so many questions already answered. Go through those videos and you'll learn a whole lot about general cycling, training, food, everything that I have answered about, everything that I've answered questions on. So go check that out and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you want to see more about this training plan and today's plan program, let me know. And a little spoiler alert, I'm gonna announce my team that I'm riding for and I'm racing for coming year in the USA. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, also hit the bell notification so you're sure not to miss any videos. Guys, stay tuned. See ya!